super early in the morning, getting ready to head out to Shawnee. 4:30 comes really super early. So at this point, just waiting for Dean to get here, then we're gonna be on our way. Welcome back. Dean, and we have somebody new. Steve is coming out here, and we are doing Shawnee Trail, just behind me. I believe that's where the trailhead starts, is just right over here. It should be a really good hike, 50 miles. The bummer part is about it is we got the checkout thing here, and there's no maps in there. So like, state of Ohio, you got to bring it on. No maps, really. So it should be interesting. There's a lot of cars in the parking lot too. I want to note that seems like there's a lot of people maybe out here. At least Dean's already having a good time. You can hear him over here. And we're ready to get out here and do this. I'm ready to bring it. It's a good day. There's no clouds. It's going to be hot, super hot.
You can edit that out.
What's that?
No, you're videoing. No.
No what?
If you want to be able to show anybody this, you probably don't want me to say it again. And they gave it to him. He was learning to do his bike things like.
Today, so there's the pack right there. A lot of luxury items, so it's already heavy. But that's okay though, because we're going to take care of some that way tonight. We got brats, method of cooking and some cheese, tortillas. So we're going to rock it tonight. Bought a pound of bacon.
You're kidding me.
That's right. Bacon. We're going to bring that out to the trail, cook it in the morning. Heck, might even have some of it tonight. All right, so this is going to be an interesting one for me. And the reason that this is going to be interesting is because this is the first hike I've done where I'm going to use a hammock. Spread my wings and fly away. I've heard that the trees out here are not big enough to support in some areas. So we're going to see what happens. Plus, I'm a big guy, so I'm a little bit worried about it. So we're going to see what's going to happen. But a little apprehensive about it, but we're still going to make it happen. I am glad to have a new person out here, Steve. And then Dean out here, he's a blast. I love this guy. So we're going to have an awesome trip. Hope to do a lot of video out there, kind of get this whole thing planned out. It's been kind of a year in the making as far as this trail goes. And then this is a good build up to like some of the stuff that we're going to do next year. I've heard some good things about this trail. It's a very hard trail from what I understand. Seems like there's a decent amount of people out here ready to go. So somebody's always looking to bring the challenge on. And we're going to see what's going to happen. No switchbacks out here. It's pretty much just straight up and straight down, straight up, straight down. So it'll be a difficult trail. A lot of sunblock on today because the weather is supposed to be tough. 80, upper 80s. And then it's already humid. Like you can see it. Look at that. Already humid. Insane. So let's go see. Let's head over here real quick and see what's going on. Great minds trying to figure things out. So let's check this out real quick.
We're both holding our poles.
What's up? How you doing? Little, not many words can I speak.
What? Handle at the hip?
Just a couple of words. That's all that we need from Dean. Just a couple of words.
So,
bipedal.
Right. You just want to, square your elbows or, down here. You just want straight where you're comfortable with. So you'd rather do it now than out there in the hill going. What's up?
You got to find your number. It's not your sleep number. It's your hiking number.
Mark it.
Look at those guys in their little bitty backpacks.
They're jealous.
Okay, so day one. Here we are. We're probably about 3/4 of the way to campsite number 1. We're not planning on staying in campsite number 1, so we're going to go to campsite number 2. The trail hasn't been very bad at all. Steve. Right here. Very first experience hiking. This is it. So the very first time. And how you feeling?
My legs are rubber.
That pretty much sums it up. So Dean, Dean will be with us in a minute. But he's a rock as normal, so he's tearing it up, doing his thing. And just wanted to do a quick tidbit, see what's going on. The weather, I don't think it's too terribly bad right now. What do you think, Dino?
What's up?
Weather.
It's nice, hot. It's good.
It's not bad right now in the shade, though.
We've been in the shade a lot.
But it's definitely going to plan on warming up, so we will shut this off. Probably be here for another 5 more minutes or so, and we'll head out, but the area is it's gorgeous. There's a squirrel out there somewhere.
Yep, sure
There. If my strap gives out tonight in my hammock, it's really gonna suck.
You ain't sleeping with me.
Come on, Dean. Sharing is caring.
I don't care.
Nah.
I don't care.
All right, so here I am, walking. Dean stopped.
What's up?
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
What's up? All right, so we're still on day one. Not a whole lot going on. There was a water supply back there, so we're walking into campsite 1 right now. We're about 8 miles in, I think. You think about 8 miles in, Dean?
Yeah, somewhere.
Or was it 9 miles?
Sure.
All right, so we're maybe about 9 miles in. So should be rounding the corner up here a little bit, getting to campsite number 1. Just hiking away though. A little slow going this morning, but you know what we're gonna do is we're gonna make up a little bit of ground. I'd like to get into campsite number 2 where we plan on staying at. Make it an awesome night, collect a bunch of firewood, have an epic fire, and just enjoy the night. Nothing really to report at this point. I think the trail looks good. I think that they've done a really good job of clearing it up and making it look really pretty. And it's supposed to be a difficult hike, but I'll be honest with you, I really haven't found that it's like super difficult. Maybe there's some sections that are coming up that are going to change my mind though. But anyhow, just pushing along. Just wanting to give the update. See ya. What's going on? Still day 1. Passed campsite 1 some time ago, but just wanted to point these out. How cool is that? Dean was unable to identify him. That honestly surprises me a little bit because he's usually able to identify anything. But yeah, pretty cool. Just thought I'd share. Yeah. Okay, so it's the morning of day 2. Yesterday it was a good hike. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, so I would consider it like a moderate hike. I definitely wouldn't consider it difficult. We've got all of our stuff packed up and almost ready to go, so at this point just enjoying the rest of the morning and getting some of that chow in, cooking some bacon. So the bacon came out pretty good, and it's great because that was, I don't know, at least a pound of bacon, so that's a pound that I don't have to hike for today. Packs should also be considerably lighter because we brought some luxury items to kind of make that first night fun. You know, some bratwurst, some cheese, and some onions and stuff like that. So it was a good night. We had a good night. We were able to get into camp at a decent time. Didn't do any footage last night. Pretty damn tired. So just got everything set up and then we just chilled. But tonight, try to get some video footage. Maybe of us setting up our camp. And then for real quick, I'm just going to kind of go over the campsite that we're out here with. This is campsite number 2. And over there is like another place that you can pitch a couple of tents. There's a stream that also runs right over there. And the stream itself's not too bad. Privy is right back there. And the water source, if you follow that trail up that way, there's clean water. That's what they claim is available just for drinking. And I drink right out of it. I don't filter or anything like that because I feel comfortable that it is drinking water. It definitely tastes like city water, that's for sure. It doesn't taste like that clean mountain water. But then I don't think anything in Ohio does. And then trail goes up that way a little bit and then kind of stops, kind of dead ends into something. Stupid hot today. It's, man, I don't know. What do you guys think? 80?
At least.
Yeah. At least? 80 degrees, and it's probably, what, 9 o'clock in the morning? I don't even know what time it is. But anyway, it's hot, humid already, so, oh man, it's going to be, it'll be a difficult hike today. We're about ready to get some boots on the ground, get out there and start hiking. Don't bust us. How we get our water out here in Shawnee. Nice enough to give us a little spigot.
Hello in TV land.
I'm almost ready to nickname him Gypsy. I think we have it. I mean, I'm serious. I think it's there.
Dude, do you want me to carry some of that stuff for you?
I think Gypsy might be it. Like, why they call you Gypsy? Because I bring it. I bring the whole camp with me. This is really cool. We've been running into this a lot right here. Like, I don't know if it's butterfly season. Maybe somebody can enlighten me on it. But they're all over the place. And they're really not scared of anybody. 2 or 3 inches away from these butterflies right now. And they'll, in some cases, they'll even let you come up and touch them. What do you think of that? Pretty cool, right? All right, so it's the morning of day 2. I lost my party. And that could be a problem. So, trail's pretty much been straight up. It's graded, and there's some switchbacks, so it's not too terribly bad. The main concern is where are my people at? So, being that we're supposed to have lunch at campsite 3, I put some rocks together back there in the shape of number 3, and a couple of sticks like in the shape of a teepee to let them know that if they come in contact with it, that's where I'm going to be. I don't know exactly what happened there. My guess is that when I was there doing the butterfly thing, I told them that I would catch up with them, and they continued to walk down this road because the trail came out on the road, and about 100 feet up the road, it went back into the trail, and I think that they kept walking, which is not good. So, and the question is, how far do they walk? I don't know. So, smart thing would be to just head over to 3 and wait for them, see what happens. But I'll catch up, let you know what the outcome is. Day 2, still in the morning time, right about noon now. I've been hiking for about an hour since I lost my party. So I've left them like sticks and stuff like that so that way they can find me. I imagine in order to go to the next campsite is probably maybe about 3 miles. So it should take me about an hour to get there. So I'm just going to walk in there. I'm going to relax, try to get things ready for them, and hopefully they come in. The bad thing is I know some of you are like, hey, just grab your cell phone and text them. Guess what? No cell phone coverage, 0. So there's just no communication other than like good old-fashioned sticks and rocks and stuff like that. But so it does make things challenging. But just going to head down. That's where I came from, was down that direction, and I'm heading that way right there. The bad thing is Dean has my tripod, so I can't do some of the tripod work that I was wanting to do today. But that's okay, because we still got the afternoon. Did get a late start. I didn't think we got out of camp till it was almost 11. Things were really slow going this morning. And so that's kind of why it's noon, and I've only been on the trail for about an hour. So I'm kind of wondering how they're doing with Steve. Obviously, it's his first hike. This is a tough hike, especially that first hill that I did this morning, so I know it's going to chew him up a little bit. And it's going to cause him to slow down, so hopefully he gets his trail legs about him and powers through it, though. So I have faith that he'll make it, and I will see them at 3. Till then, I'll keep you posted. Take care. Guess what? Guess what? And we're not even at campsite 3 yet. So, like, guess I'm proud of these guys. They ended up catching up with me. As I was putting my backpack on, there they were. So, hats off to them. Caught up. Super champs. And mute as fuck. All right, so here we are, day 2. And there's this really sweet river right here. That bridge right there is most likely like at least 100 years old. And you can tell that there's old canal stones that are just like right here, all sandstone. And Dean says that some of it's like ancient ocean stuff. Are just now leaving campsite number 3. We're heading up to 4. It's supposed to rain all night long, So we got that to deal with tonight. So we want to try to get to campsite 4 as fast as we possibly can. Hunker down, wait this rain out. So honestly, I'd be really satisfied if I could get 2 hours worth of fire in, And then, unfortunately, it's going to rain. When you have anything to add to it, Dean?
No.
Snyder?
Nothing to add.
Yeah, he's even worse than Dean. Got our packs down, ready to slap that weight back on and get going. But check this out. Like, seriously, like, how cool is this? Actually, the trail got really rough over here. So this is not easy walking at all. It has been pretty graded and switchbacking. This is nothing but mud, rocks and roots. We are on our way to campsite number 4. I wanted to point this out to you though. Look at how sweet that is. And Dean working his way over there. And then I got all this stuff behind me. It's just, it's pretty amazing right now.
There's a waterfall over there.
Oh yeah?
Little trickle waterfall.
Little trickle one? Well, let's head over there. Do this little river crossing. And then the rocks here, you gotta be careful. They'll freaking tear you up. Let's see if Steve will have a fall. I wouldn't wish that on him. But yeah, now we're hiking. Little trickle waterfall over there. Yeah, right over there. But just thought I'd share. I don't know if am I in focus? Am I in focus? All right. What is today? Monday? Monday morning.
Raining.
It is raining like all hell right now. It started last night around 7 o'clock, just like they said that it would, and it rained all night long. So it looks like we're gonna hike in the rain. What I did is I kept my tarp up, my rain fly, and then I put my hammock up so then that way it stays dry. And then that's a pretty good job of keeping everything dry down here. So get everything ready to go and we'll get squared away. We believe that Steve has earned himself a trail name, Gypsy, because he packs everything like in the kitchen sink. We're kind of split on what we're doing. And when I say campsite 1, 2, 3, 4 stuff, you guys probably get it. I'll put a map up at the very beginning so that way it kind of fixes that. So today we kind of got a question if we're gonna skip a campsite or if we're going to go to the next one, which is only like 4 miles away, and then camp there. I guess we'll fill it out as it goes. What is kind of a bummer is that there's a stream that's right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. But it wasn't too bad yesterday, and the water level has gone up quite a bit, so it's going to be hard to get around these things. All right, look at this. Found ourselves a little salamander. I think he got stepped on, maybe by one of us. I hope that's not the case. But it's rare that you see these things out here. I hope that he ends up okay. And we're just going to... He's looking for a place to stay. But I'm just going to go ahead and leave him be. And hopefully he gets better.
What are you doing? Get that camera on my face.
Time to barefoot it. At least we'll get one going. There we go. That's how you do it right there. That is how you do it. Do it, Dino! Watch him fall. All right, Steve's next. There it is. Do it! Yeah, day 3 in the morning time. Haven't been on the trail for very long. It's a little bit after that river ford that we just did. But we wanted to share this view with you. Look at that. Isn't that insane? And it's been raining all morning long. Rained all night. Whew.
What's up?
That's it. Pretty serious hiking right here. The incline is pretty insane. Got Steve up there. He's trying to work himself down. Make sure you use your sticks on that.
Come down the center.
Take your time with it.
You kind of put your feet like you're going sideways down it. It'll help you out better.
Man, it got foggy, huh? Maybe. Good, you're doing good on it. Looks good.
Across this ford, which is definitely our biggest ford yet, so everybody's digging in. It's been a hell of a hike. It's rained nonstop since 7 o'clock last night. Good job, boys. Good job.
This is horrible.
My feet probably look 10 times worse than what my hands do right now. It's day 3. We're about halfway to where we need to be, and it has rained non-stop.
It's raining.
It's raining. That's some goodness right there. All right, another river crossing. It's rained now for 19 and a half hours straight.
Oh yeah, I'd stand in that sucker for a long time.
Yep, I'll show you this real quick. It's like a waterfall. It's like some type of waterfall thing, and it does. It feels good on our feet. Of course, if my feet are anything like my hands, I'm going to be in really big trouble. So definitely need to dry out tonight as much as we possibly can. Look at that. Makes him look like a halo, like he's magical or something like that. Something on. Is that better? Yeah, it's better. They're sinking mud?
Sinking mud.
I see it.
Look at that. That's pretty cool right there. Just runs on down there. Sinking mud. Just remember that he is definitely far from an angel.
It might be all down through, so I'd be careful.
Oh, jeez, it is.
That's what I mean, brother.
Oh, man.
You over here, it's all good. It's all rock.
That whole thing's mud.
We're gonna sink.
About like at least ankle deep. If you want to, you can walk over this way. Or you could just do what the rest of us have done. Just embrace the suck. All right, good news is that the rain let up a little bit more. Just wanted to show you what we got going on here. It's beautiful. Look at this. That is insane. Take you on a small trip with me here. Get over this here log. And we're pretty much at campsite 6 now, and it is 4 o'clock on the dot.
Rain.
Which way did it rain? It rained sideways.
Sideways.
It even rained from down above.
A bit of stinging rain.
Stinging rain.
One day, it started raining, and it didn't quit for 4 months. We've been through every kind of rain there is. Little bit of stinging rain, and big old fat rain. Rain that flew in sideways, and sometimes rain even seemed to come straight up from underneath.
They made our hands look fun, eh?
Oh,
Imagine what my feet look like. Jenny said this might happen.
all right, so
It rained.
this is
It rained.
this is campsite number 5. The well's right up there. The water spigot's down here. We're going to campsite 3. There is no water at all there, so we filled up the line chair. Except for Dean, he's gonna filter it out. He's a tough bastard. And I assume that the campsite's down that direction. Yeah.
It rained. And can you tell?
I can tell you're cold.
Walk in front of the gravel. Down the rock, walk in front.
Look at this guy right here. He's working through this right now. Had to cross all that. I just finished up, so did Dean. It's a good cross. I've never seen a lizard like this with those bright spots. How cool is that thing?
Pretty solid.
Okay, so here we are. We're in campsite number 7. So what ended up happening last night is we pushed. It was an absolute epic hike. It rained, at least for 24 hours. It rained and rained and rained and rained and rained and rained. And we hiked in that stuff, and it was so soggy. I can't even tell you how many river crossings we did, or stream crossings. I mean, some of them were legit rivers, but I'd say at least 12. And we were wet down to the core. So what we're gonna do is, and I think we hiked about 15 miles last night too, so we really pushed it hard. So what we're gonna do is we're taking a 0 day here in 7 because this is the very last campsite. We could find nothing that we were able to camp in last night, so it forced us really to walk almost in the dark, but we definitely set up camp in dark. So there's my little area over there. So you see I got my hammock rocking, and I got my backpack on the tree. Little dry area in the center there. But I'd let you say hi to the boys, but
I got shorts on.
yeah,
I got shorts on.
everybody's in their underwear but me.
Because he's afraid to get.
I just don't want the mosquitoes to tear me up, that's all. So we got ourselves a fire. And you know what I'll say? I will say something about these. These campsites are horrible. Look at all the trash.
Probably because I smell like taint.
I mean, seriously. Like, the trash is unbelievable.
I walked all the way up to the water and didn't have one bother me. Oh my God.
So, just wanted to keep you updated with what's going on.
Bothering with the shower.
Not a lot going on here, just an easy day. Probably try to get some stuff set up, or maybe some like time-lapse footage or something. We'll see what happens. But anyhow, just want to check in. Take care. See ya. It's dark. Why is it so dark? Last day at Shawnee,
and we're heading out. Looks like Chillicothe, and it's going to be pizza day with Coca-Cola.
Say hi, Steve.
Go.
Let's go. He said, let's go. Let's go. I'm ready to leave. That's hilarious. Whew. Right. Oh, I like getting in the shade. All right. So, what? Shade. I'm just going to stay in the shade for a minute. It's kind of hot to be sitting there and filming this. Anyhow, we just left our campsite. If you can see, the trail is just right behind us. Steve is taking the lead. It's right there, so he's going to finish this out. We got 4.4 miles to go this morning, and he's going to walk us out of this thing. I just wanted to point this out, though. We are on the North Country National Scenic Trail, and we are also on the Buckeye Trail. So if anybody is wanting to knock this thing out, I believe it's 1,400 miles. And I don't know if it gives it doesn't give a distance on it. But anyhow, so not only are we on Shawnee, but we're also on the North Country Scenic. And we are also on the Buckeye Trail, so we're on 3 trails at once, which is very cool. And we're going to walk out today. This morning, though, is beautiful. Look at this. Look at that. And then it's really kind of dried up. All the rain and stuff seeped through this stuff and all filtered down there. So we're going to get it walking. They get salty when I sit here and do a bunch of these videos. And like, we just want to keep moving. But you should document it. Hell yeah.
Get it off me, get it off me.
I don't see it.
Day 4, we're almost ready to walk out of this thing. We don't have much left. You can tell from the background noise that civilization is right there again. Like the ranger's hut's there, the road. I mean, so literally, like, we are pretty much done with this thing. It's been a pretty challenging hike, the rain on Monday. Actually, Sunday into Monday. Whew. That really got us. And it's still, honestly, a little soggy. But I mean, other than that, good hike. Really kind of disappointed in how dirty the camps were. Like, there was a lot of trash and stuff in there, and it was no good. You know, people obviously haven't figured out hike out what you hike in, and this has been really bad here. A lot of trash, just a ton of trash. As a matter of fact, Dean and I, we've picked up some trash to hike it back out to kind of do our part, and we've tried to make each campsite that we've visited a little bit better than when we left it, and I wish everybody else would do the same. Alright, still a lot of noise out here, but this is it. This is the very end. So, gonna capture this moment of everybody walking off the trail at the same time. This concludes about a little under 50 miles of hiking in 4 days. So it was a good walk. That's it. I guess, all right, my turn. So I'm gonna jump off the trail, walk off this thing myself. So here we go. That's it, done. Made it, finished, kaput.